What is up, everybody? Welcome on back to baseball, right here on YouTube.com slash Shawnosaurus Rex. I talked kind of Texan, which is fitting because we are in Texas today. That's how a Northwestern person from the great PNW, on my third day in a row of finding a green shirt to wear, thinks that a Texan sounds like. Anyway, hey, we're still in Texas. We're having a miserable time. It's hot, it's gross, it's sticky, it's smelly, it's sweaty, and we're losing. That's might be the most damning part of all of this. We shift to Houston after coming out of Arlington with a series loss. Robbie Ray is on the mound today to open up this 3-game set against Houston. Two teams tied at the top of the American League West, 33-27 they each are. Robbie Ray, 8-1 with a 1.78 ERA, lost his last outing to whatever team that was. Lance McCullers Jr., he is 2-7 with a 5.0 ERA. And if we go back just a few days ago, I think we saw Lance McCullers Jr. at some point. No? Okay, never mind. That ERA and that record looked familiar, and I was wondering if we were one of his two wins. So I feel like we saw the thing, and then I got excited, and then we didn't do it all that well. We do have the right-hander, though. He has a bit of a high ERA. He has a losing record. We have left-handed batters that can take advantage of that. So we'll see what we can do today. Winner of this series is going to lead the American League West, relegating the second place, the loser of this series, all the way back to the wild card race. And it's a pretty tight race. Yankees game and a half out. Tigers, Angels, 3 games out as well. So could be an important series, but there's also 102 games left because this is game number 61. So let's jump on into it. Today we're playing for a pack of Upper Deck 1990 cards. We'll be playing with those. We'll be playing for those for a while. But that's what we're doing today. I think there's like maybe one card pack that's different in there. Somehow we have a ton of hot hitters, even though we keep losing games. So let's go in here and see. Question number 1. Anybody need a day off? Maybe Toro, but we'll be all right there for the moment. We're going to put Dom T. Williams in here. I like Dom T. Williams. We're going to flip. And we're going to flip. Bam. Toro. Fraley. Murphy. France. Good. Nobody needs any sort of rest except for Toro. If we get a lefty pitcher, we'll go ahead and set Toro down. Because I don't love him on the right side. All right, T. Williams, Crawford, Kyle Lewis, Mitch Haniger, Adam Frazier, Abraham Toro, Orberham, Jake Fraley, Tom Murphy, Ty, France. Hey, let's play some baseball. This series posts every single day, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/Shawnosaurus Rex. So please scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell if you haven't already. And if the Mariners aren't playing, you'll get just a different game that'll be commentated by the regular commentary team. The volume boosted up a little bit. I talk about it maybe a smidge in the beginning and then maybe a smidge at the end. So if you like baseball and you don't like me, check back every time the Mariners don't play, and then you'll get a different game. It's actually convenient that the Mariners don't play on Thursday or Friday, because it opens up scheduling opportunities. Lance McCullers Jr., he has 12 starts, a 2-7 record with a 5.0 ERA, 68.1 innings pitched with 67 hits. Factoring in the 29 walks is a 1.40 whip, and he has 50 strikeouts. So here we go. Dom T. Williams, he has an 18-game hitting streak. Interestingly enough, Kyle Lewis is not hot at the plate, but he does have a big, long winning or hitting streak. As we'll probably just let this first one go. We're underway here in Houston. We after this series, we won't see Houston until after the All-Star break.
On the ground, right side.
Slider dove on me a little bit.
Gurriel sends it to first.
A little bit more than I was looking for. Oh, Yuli Gurriel got injured. Oh, no. It looks bad.
Romy Gonzalez coming into the game now as the injury.
I was worried that was going to be Dom T. Williams, and that's how his hit streak comes to a close.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Outside with the knuckle curve. Let's break down his pitches. A lot of stuff we're going to see low in the zone. Cutter is going to be his fastest pitch his fastball pitch, I should say. 92, that'll be a cut fastball. But that's his 5th best pitch, starting from the top. Sinker at 96, a slider at 88, a knuckle curve at 82, circle change at 88. So a lot of stuff low in the zone. We'll look for maybe some misses up top.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next pitch in the dirt, and it's 3-0.
That was a walk that I just threw away. Disgusting.
Getting started top of the first. Good plate appearance there.
Okay. Thankfully, it didn't come back to bite me at all. Got the walk regardless. Just an extra pitch. Should not be putting myself in that position.
And a foul ball.
Knuckle curve a little further outside. Got to try to correct myself and abandon the power swings. Focus more on the contact swings. That was where I was getting some more success in the last couple of games, even though the runs weren't coming through.
The pitch.
Contact swings were where it was at. Okay.
And the 0-2. Line to left.
Darn. Darn it. Just early on it. Couldn't drive it away from the defender. This is the highest that we've had. The
enters the day 3rd in the American League batting race.
Highest we've had the hitting difficulty in a long time.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss there.
That was a really bad swing. Way too late. Wasn't looking there at all.
Moved to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next one misses, and a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. This one high in the air to left center. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And the inning is over.
Was he in a full sprint, or was he like just standing there? I don't think that was a full sprint. I don't want to call you out there, commentators. The game has been wrong with like the tying runs on 3rd, and it's like it was a 7-1 or 7-0 or 7-1 game or whatever in Texas, and then it flipped in the last game. It was like a 3-0 game. Like the tying runs on 3rd. Like that doesn't make any sense. 12 starts. 8-1 records, 1.78 ERA, 86 innings pitched with 67 hits given up, factoring in 5 walks, a .84 whip, 79 strikeouts.
He was able to navigate through lineups last season. I think he's going to be great again this season.
Bottom of the first, and here's the first baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
Number 8.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals.
Really bad way to start the game.
Base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Not in time. He's safe.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
And here is Jake Myers.
Batting second.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Gonzalez stands at second with no outs.
A little frustrating to see Tom Murphy calling so many sliders, especially early in the count.
Late swing fouled off. At the belt and fires. Look out! And
oh.
hit him. He had him 1-2,
sorry about that.
And he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
That's not good. One of very, very few batters that I've actually hit. So, I mean, that feels pretty good that I haven't hit a lot of batters. I'm a little surprised it just kind of kept going in. I usually get around them. I mean, we'll get in like tight sometimes, but haven't had that be a problem. So.
And a foul ball. No outs. Runners at first and second. That's inside.
Well, this is a
kind of a dangerous slider to throw, considering we just hit somebody, but that's all right.
Because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
1-2 now. Altuve waits. On a line, base hit. Here comes the runner. He'll score. The Astros take the lead. 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Batting for the right fielder.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame.
Man, I'm not throwing it that bad, and it's just so far off.
Let's see if they can cash in.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. And 1-2. And here it comes. Up the middle. Frazier on to first in time. One away as the second run of the inning scores.
Something I have noticed that I've been better about, getting off of these losing streaks. Early in the season last year, I had a lot of trouble getting the losing streaks to stop. This time we haven't had a ton of them that have gone on for too long. I think we maybe had like a losing record for like a couple of days or something like that, but it wasn't nearly as bad as it was last year, where it was like 3-15 or whatever it was.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches.
So that's been an improvement. There have been improvements this season.
And he deals. Got him.
Being 6 games over 500 at this point of the season was unfathomable last year.
Picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there.
That and the running, that and the stolen bases. Those have been the two areas of actual understandable improvement in this season.
One.
But this is not the start that I wanted.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what?
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side.
Okay, obviously tons of time to get back in this game. We're not even out of it at the moment, but
the Mariners nothing. Here's Adam Frazier. Frazier having a lot more success on the road this season.
better average on the road, but somehow more RBIs and an extra 1 home run at home. Interesting.
McCullers back to work. In the air out to center. Myers on the
Probably
move.
not going to be enough, but that's damn good timing on that slider.
Here's the third baseman, Abraham Toro.
Abraham Toro.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That misses.
There we go.
1-1.
What I'm worried about going into the second inning is we spent pretty much the entire time with a runner on base, minus maybe the last out.
And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if
Well, I guess maybe the last 2 outs.
doing your job, staying consistent with your calls. Hitters
We did spend a lot of time with runners on, which is well, the point that I'm trying to make is that it could prove to lead to more mistakes because I don't have the timing down. I've noticed that from a hitting perspective, I struggle the most when I start slow and it starts to get to 5, 6 innings, 4, 5, 6 or whatever, and I start to really get aggressive. And from a pitching standpoint, I struggle when I have to deal with a lot of runners on the bases early, and we had runners on the bases immediately.
I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
McCullers winds, fires. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I'll tell you.
Oh, Fraley and Toro were flipped, I think.
That's
sure, fine.
Home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Man at first. Now it's John Murphy. McCullers a move to first. Fraley back easily.
I only have the 1 stolen base this season. There is the achievement for stealing, I think, 3 bases in 1 game.
In the air, left field. McCormick has a beat on.
Oh, 3 pretty good rides out there. Just couldn't get enough of a wallop on any of them.
Mariners lead 1, and they're down 2-0.
I think all 3 outs were flyouts there. Frazier with good contact. Toro with good contact. Fraley with the grounder. Good contact. And then
for the last half of the inning. So now the Astros designated hitter.
Tom Murphy even there at the end with some good contact. And all of those contact swings.
Pitch. And there's a strike.
He needs a quick 1, 2, 3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
Ugh.
Next offer misses. And it's 1-1.
Timing off just a little bit there. Just gotta.
In the air, out towards left center. Lewis makes the grab, 1 down.
So we'll have Ty France, Dom T. Williams, and
So next up for Houston,
J.P. Crawford coming up.
Bounced out to short. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick
The one thing I
outs.
don't love about having Ty France at the bottom part of the lineup, it gives Dom T. Williams someone that is going to hold him up with his speed. 60 points difference in speed is kind of a killer, but it is what it is.
And that one pulled foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 3. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they hold the 2-0 lead.
Couple of runs on a couple of hits there in that first inning, but once we got that first out, it's been fairly smooth sailing. Or maybe it was the second out. I'm not really sure.
Line to kick the pitch. Hard hit left side and a base hit. So
Yeah, that's a base hit. That's a base hit. That was a power swing there.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game.
Done.
But all he's trying to do at this point is
Able to just slice it and pull it away from the third
Back to the
baseman.
top of the Seattle order.
A little
John
under that
Thompson
cutter.
Williams up next for the Mariners. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball one, no strike.
Righty to the plate.
That's inside.
There's a strike.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Ooh, not a
There's
great
foul
swing.
ball.
A punishable pitch-ish if I'm looking for it, but
Righty delivers.
straighten him up a little bit.
all right, careful here.
3-2. McCullers trying to finish off the hitter.
Dang it.
Left field. Makes the grab on the run.
I didn't realize my camera was off, or camera light was off. I don't know what the difference was.
The batter, number 3, shortstop,
I guess it's not that bad.
Crawford.
Seems a little bit more foreground light.
JP
However,
Crawford
any level
up
of
next
light
for
with
the
that
Mariners.
any level of light with the camera and any level of tired is just awful. Late on the sinker that was over the heart of the plate.
Swung on, popped up left side. McCormick makes the
Actually, a good
catch.
thing that
There's
he
two
caught
away.
that ball. I sent Ty France back. I think if he dropped that,
Kyle
they could have got the lead runner out at second.
And now the center fielder, Kyle Lewis. First offering misses the mark.
Ooh, bad swing, bad swing.
France, the runner at first with 2 gone. Into center and a base hit.
That's a base hit.
Throw
Perfect
stops
timing
the
on
lead
the
runner
sinker.
at
That'll
second.
extend the hit streak,
2
which
on
is pretty
and
nice.
2 out. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious
Most of those
attention to
games, I
his
would
straight
assume,
down,
I would
especially
guess,
the
I shouldn't say
pitchers
assume, but
that are trying to
I would
slow him
guess
down.
most of those games are
Pitch
one hit
Up next for the Mariners.
outings.
Foul ball.
If I was looking at my normal spot, I think I was a little early on it. If I was looking a little bit up, I think maybe something good there.
Line drive, base hit.
We'll go station to station. I think he might have gotten in with how bad the throw was.
Loaded and 2 gone.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Frazier in now.
If he was
One off the plate.
anybody else in the lineup, I think I send him. But with 21 speed, I just really didn't want to risk it.
Bases are full. Next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
Doesn't really have that knuckle curve so far.
The pitch. And a foul
That's a
ball.
bad swing.
Makes the count 2-1.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
2 balls and a strike. There it comes. And a ground ball to first. Base hit. 1 run is in. The tying run is in to score, and we are starting over. It's 2-2.
Thank you, Adam Frazier. With 2 outs, some 2-out damage right there. A 2-run double.
Pitch, but he didn't was able to keep it fair down the line.
And the batter now, Abraham Toro. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And the 1-0. This one chopped in the
That was a power swing. Got greedy. Probably actually good that I went with the power swing, because I totally missed it.
And a pitch. And meanwhile, that pitch is off the catcher's mitt. It squirts away. Throw home. He beats it. It's 3-2.
Terrible swing there.
It's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Runner at third, 2 away. Got him looking. Good job of damage control right there.
Yeah, through the, yeah.
Down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 3 and the Astros 2.
3-run third, that's good. All that stuff, contact swings. I threw a couple power swings in there. I guess I got one power swing contact with Ty France. So we shot one up the third base line and the first base line.
This is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Ooh.
Bounced up the middle.
Yeah, that was not a great knuckle curve on that.
And a board on the leadoff single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Yeah, knuckle curve just didn't get down in the zone the way I wanted it to.
Now it's going to be Jake Myers. First pitch,
Oh,
and that's
God, none of this stuff is getting down the way I wanted to. That was supposed to be in the low corner. Come on. What are you doing? Game. Headphones. Ears. No. It's all coming undone, but not the way you would expect here in Houston.
And there's a ball.
All right.
There's a strike.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
The next pitch misses. Ball 2. To third, might be 2. Over to Frazier. And that's 2.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Good contact guy, good defender.
Yeah, his contact stats may be a little inflated.
First off,
He's really good at listening for those trash cans and those buzzes. Maybe I should worry less about taunting a guy for like 5-year-old accusations and maybe instead pitch the fucking ball, huh?
The wind and the pitch. That's to third. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket.
Should have been paying a little bit more attention to the pitches I was just throwing. He's asked for 3 knuckle curves in a row. I think we're going to go high fastball.
Next offering upstairs.
I'm okay with that pitch.
2 strikes.
Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the
Only
at-bat.
thing he hasn't seen is the two-seam fastball. So I guess we'll just kind of throw the kitchen sink. It was way off. Way off.
And want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
That's not a walk or a strikeout? That wasn't.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And there's
I disagree with that that ball call to send it to 3-2.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
And now here is Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. And now the lefty. Strike 2. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. Kyle Tucker sends it out. His 13th home run of the season. It's 4-3.
I think it's just a better hit than it was a pitch.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch. In that
I will say it should have been a strikeout on Altuve.
swing.
Bregman stands in now and watches strike 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Hello? Game? Video game.
Just kept it simple.
What the fuck?
With the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And the batter now, Chas McCormick. That one's in there, 0-1. Now fly ball to right center. Haniger on his way over. Brings it in, and that'll do it. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
That's all right. We're getting some contact off their pitcher as well. We've driven in a few runs. We can do that. We did get one run on a pass ball, so that was good as well. Interestingly enough, that's how the Mariners scored their winning run today in real life against the Rangers.
Set to lead off the fourth, Jake Fraley.
The left fielder, Jake Fraley.
The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That's a huge missed pitch right there. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Next offering way off the plate. That one ran inside, almost got him. Next offering misses, and the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
And there's ball 4.
There we go. All right, we'll take a second walk here.
Right there and just missed his
Weird to
spot.
see a pitch that good that I missed and still able to turn it into at least a
There's Murphy now.
base on balls there. Can't get too anxious. Can't get too aggressive.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Can't be aggressive if it was just too late.
Gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Oh, now this one gets away.
Nothing.
Right-hander kick steals.
That's way outside.
ball. He
Okay,
stays
at
alive.
least just foul it off there.
Next pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 3. And the right-hander deals.
Oh, that's a walk. That was back-to-back walks right there. Damn it.
And a pitch. Stays alive.
Okay, that's a good swing. And by good, I mean just like, hey, contextually.
3-2 now. On the ground,
Oh,
2-1.
that's
Over to
that's
Altuve.
unfortunate.
On the first double play.
That's unfortunate. Should have been 2 on with nobody out. Now we have nobody on with 2 out. Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
Space is empty. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. Singled and scored his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Fuck. Couple of sliders I'm way early on.
Next one in the dirt. That's hard hit in the line. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
That should have just been out number 1. Darn it. I mean, I guess it's probably okay that I swung at that pitch that should have been or would have been ball 4.
Back here at the ballpark,
I mean, if it's that close, you don't want to give it to him. I mean, it's probably far enough off to not really be much of a contest of being a strike, but
right there.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in
You know,
out there.
that's
4
okay.
runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball.
I'm getting a little frustrated with the pitching. It feels like it's creeping up the difficulty again.
The 1-2. The punch out there.
That was really bad. That was a terrible
No, that
pitch.
curveball had some pretty
It just
good weight to it,
it's
as you can
off
see
by
there.
that like
Just
very
popped up
small
a little
margin
bit.
and just
That
too
was a great
far.
pitch to
Like
hit, but
it just
sometimes
sails
you
like
look for something else,
half a
and
ball
you
too
can't
far to
reach
not
it.
get any of these calls. I think it's snowballing into not getting some of the calls that we should be getting, like the one for against Altuve that we should have had.
In there, and it's 0-1.
That's a nice slider.
The pitch. Ripped on a line to center.
His name was covering that. I could not see what was happening right there.
Martin Maldonado up next for the Astros. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1. Next offering is in for a strike.
That should have been a strike against Altuve. That should have been a fucking strike against Altuve.
Here's the 0-2.
You're telling me you're giving me that pitch now? That is fucking infuriating.
And look out. That one gets
I plunked him again with a slider. I'm really sorry.
He's seen that movie before. It
Huh.
wasn't a good movie either. He
Okay, I gotta
ran right
not worry about that slider there.
on the ground out to short. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime.
See, that's 93% accurate. It's 4 degrees to the right, and it's just so far off where I'm trying to throw it. Like, I mean, the confidence isn't there, so I guess you could look at that statistic as well, but
Alley 0-1.
it shouldn't be that hittable, you know what I mean? Like, and if it's, you know, it's right and I'm aiming it towards the side, it's drifting further out either way, and it's like, ah, stop it. Okay, lineup's going to turn over here in the top of the fifth. Dom T. Williams, a fly out, a ground out. We're only down a run here.
Get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That's inside. That's what I want to see.
And that's downstairs and outside. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
That's fine. Wasn't looking all that low.
Next offering is downstairs. Ground ball up the middle. Altuve slings to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Really bad swing there with a 3-1 count.
I think as a leadoff man, it's got the ability to change the game with your speed. You want to really lock in on your pitch in that 3-1 count. And he hit a borderline pitch there. That's just adjustments you want to see a kid make. He didn't make it in that at bat.
Puts it in the air out towards left center.
Probably going to stay in the air too long, and that's exactly what it did. All right, coming out of what I'm trying to do here. Getting a little frustrated with myself here at the dish.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Lewis up next for the Mariners. And first
That's a miss. That's a miss right there. Fuck me.
Next one misses, and that is ball 1. Bounce to the left side. Zips it to first, and that'll do it. Mariners go down quietly there. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Back here at Minute Maid Park, we head to the bottom of the fifth.
Pitch number 9 should have been strike 3. Pitch number 9 should have been strike number 3. It was lower than the pitch that I was looking at that was just called a strike in the last inning. That 2-run home run should not have happened.
Ray back to work. 0-1.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And that one is lifted in the air. Fraley on the move.
I got to be better at getting out of jams like that. I do think that the home run is fine. Like it sucks in the context of it should have been out number 3, should have been strike 3 out 3, should have been done. But you know, he hit an inside fastball. He has 87 power against lefties. You know, it's I can live with the home run individually. Contextually, no.
Next pitch inside. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Fuck you, piece of shit.
Next one misses. Ball 3. In for a strike. Now 3-1. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
In for a strike. Now
I don't understand. It was 2 degrees right and went further right. It was 4 degrees right and it went further left. What the fuck are you doing?
The 3-2 is.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Don't love the circle change in that spot.
Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Here's Alex Bregman. And the first offering is not close.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that.
Are you fucking kidding me? That was a ball? What fucking game are you watching? Come on.
Kicks and fires.
Take me out to dinner before you fuck me this hard, you piece of shit. With the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Alex Bregman sends it out. His 12th of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-3.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very...
The left fielder, number 20, Chad McCormick.
Now, Chaz McCormick. And that one hit to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Pitcher gets to the bag for the out. Aledmys Diaz now.
The designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
That's fucking 2 bullshit fucking calls. You fucking asshole. I feel like I'm flirting with the line of, like, I'm, like, right in the zone between where I'm effective from a difficulty standpoint and where I start to really struggle. And I feel like I'm just right there. Because we've had a couple of clean innings, and we, you know, it's like we're giving up 2 runs, it decreases. Do well enough to increase to give up 2 runs to decrease, and it's like just herking and jerking back and forth.
The pitch to third. Toro handles the chance in plenty of time to first, and that ends the inning.
Alex Bregman with a 2-run home run. I don't want to watch. Fuck you.
And welcome back. Now it's the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Leading off with the Mariners, the right fielder,
Colors back to
Mitch
work.
Haniger.
On the ground. Altuve handles it.
Altuve got there in time.
1 up, 1 down.
I thought maybe he would let something slip high in the zone. I'm getting out of what I want to do here. I'm pretty frustrated with the way it's being umped. That's really irritating. I went. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Who cares? God damn it.
And he went around. That's ruled a swing. The 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. He handles it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Abraham.
I think the worst thing I'm doing right now is I'm letting this pitcher stick around. That's a bad swing. What are you fucking doing?
The pitch. And now it's even up.
We will make sure that we get... I'll go ahead and throw Justin Dunn in here. This is by far Robbie Ray's worst outing.
The righty deals. That's down and in.
Usually Robbie Ray gets the difficulty kind of bonus, where it's usually lower when we face him. There was no reason to swing at that. That should be a 3-1 count.
2-2 now. Right side, hard hit. What a stop.
You are fucking kidding me.
8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Astros 6 and the Mariners 3.
I thought that was a single. You've got to be shitting me. Oh my god. Fuck this game.
His job to keep his team in the game.
Yeah, usually Robbie Ray gets the advantage of, like, with him and with, like, Marco Gonzalez, I tend to play pretty well with those guys. I don't play as well with Logan Gilbert as I thought I did. I thought his record was a lot better, but it's not. Which, you know, whatever. We can improve that. We had James Paxton last season where, you know, started 2-6, ended up going at least an even win-loss, maybe even a winning record. But, like, really went on a tear. Hit, like, 2-6, and then we just kept ripping off wins with him. I'd love to do that with Logan Gilbert. But the other two starters that I have, Sheffield and somebody else. I think I threw 3 fastballs on accident. That's okay. The slurve and the... Oh, beautiful. Would love to see that down a little bit more. I don't know why they're so high in the zone. But the bottom 2 starters in the rotation, I don't play super well with. So the difficulty kind of drops for the best pitcher to like come back around and go, okay, I'm going to pick up some wins here. I've been pitching better / playing kind of a weaker couple of teams in, well, I guess Baltimore was first place when we played them, so there's not necessarily a weaker team. And we lost to the Rangers in that series. However, I think that was more of an offensive falter or failure than anything. We're not getting that difficulty drop because we have been pretty consistent over the last couple of weeks, even though, or couple series, I should say, even though we're losing, we're not giving up a ton of runs. We're not getting like battered around. This is probably the worst we've been knocked around in quite a while. He might go for a triple. No.
And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing. And that
is that really where I wanted that 4-seam fastball? Because I don't think it was.
He's 0 for 1.
I definitely did not throw a warm-up circle change with him.
Runner on second. Rolled over to third.
Thank God Baldonado was only a 3-speed. I goofed that up because I thought it was a single. I forgot it was a double.
Now batting, number 8.
Romy Gonzalez up next for the Astros. First pitch, and he just misses.
It's not even that bad.
One out and a runner at second. Next pitch misses outside.
It's not even that bad.
Lace down the line, and now
There's just no wiggle room. There's no room for any sort of... There's no room for any sort of... You got to be fucking perfect.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros.
Now batting, center fielder.
In there for strike 1.
5 degrees right. Like, I just... I shouldn't have sailed on me like that.
0-2 now. Fought off foul. Myers stays alive. Runner leads away at second. That one just
Like, in my
misses,
head,
and
right?
that's
If
ball
I'm
one.
throwing it inside and I throw it X degrees right, it sails inside, right? It sails to the right of the pitcher. But, and on the left side, the same thing. If I pull it left, I pull it left. But it seems like if I pull it right and it goes left, it still goes left. And if I pull it left on the right, it still just keeps fucking going. It's driving me nuts.
And a pitch. Stays alive. Gonzalez, the runner at second with one away.
Oh my God.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Man at second. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Luckily, he fouled that off. That was a center cut fastball that he was just laid on. Probably should have been crushed.
Swing and a miss. The velocity.
A little surprised he missed both of those.
So they pick up a
Unless he
run
was
on 2
obviously,
hits,
you know,
no
looking
errors,
off
and a
speed
man
or
left.
whatever. But
We're through 6 full. It's the Astros 7
Huh.
and the Mariners 3. So Luke Jackson gets the call.
okay,
And he'll
so
work
another
on holding his
right-handed
lead.
pitcher here. Luke Jackson has 25 games on record, an 0-1 record with 6 holds, 28 innings with a 4.5 ERA, 30 to 11 strikeouts to walks.
Welcome
Lefties
back. Down,
batting
here is
pretty
Jake
well
Fraley.
against him.
Leading off for the Mariners.
He has a slider at 90, a fastball at 98, and a curveball at 86.
Ball 1, no strikes. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Blake Taylor appears to be getting loose. Right-handed reliever. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-0. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Fuck.
A wide to kick the pitch. Now one missed. Got it. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Tom Murphy up next for the Mariners. First pitch, not close. That to right, Tucker coming on. Pulls up, and it drops for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Throw, and it gets
Okay.
away.
Did not realize that they had shifted so far towards left field. I thought that was going to be an out. As it was in the air, I said, damn, because I was like, well,
And
that's
stepping in for the Mariners,
that's done.
Ty France. And that one goes
No.
straight to the backstop.
Okay, somehow I actually held up on that. That was a terrible swing.
Righty delivers. There's a strike.
Now, these guys
Way too fast at the top of the zone. Wasn't looking for it there. Gotta let that
At
go.
the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Myers brings
Smashed
it
on a line right to
in.
him.
Number 2.
Fuck, dude.
Now batting.
Back to the
Designated
top of the
hitter.
lineup, and now the DH, Dom Thompson Williams. That one's in there, 0-1. Next pitch is popped up. And that is that.
Flip the swings,
One
dude.
left for
No.
Seattle. Deficit
Come
remains at
on.
It's 7-3.
That's not what I wanted to see at all. Oh, that was such a
Back here
miss
the
on
ballpark,
that.
Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder.
The pitch.
Kyle Tucker.
Line drive, short hop to third. On to first. And the leadoff hitter set down
Oh.
to open the 7th.
Sorry, T. Williams. Probably going to lose that hit streak.
Alex Bregman.
Bregman, batting with one down, takes a strike.
I mean, see, that pitch makes sense for it to sail so much because it didn't look good. Like, it was way too slow on the upswing, and
The next
3 degrees
offer
left, and it
misses.
still went.
And
What the
1-1.
I am genuinely trying to not be as rambunctious or boisterously, obnoxiously irritated or whatever, but my frustration is mounting in this game.
That's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a
The left
same
fielder.
side thrower as the hitter.
Damn. That T. Williams swing was really, really bad. It's doubly bad because obviously it was a third out. It's probably the hit streak ender. We did get lucky and get him up in the ninth in the last game to extend his hit streak, but fucking Christ, it's not that bad. The pitch that I laid off on versus the pitch that I swung at, brutal. Absolutely brutal.
These guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Swing and a miss.
See, it's stuff like that where it's like, okay, I think it's slipped down on me. I think the difficulty slipped down on me a little bit because we weren't getting swings and misses like that. Well, a couple of times with like maybe getting them into like an auto swing mode and then throwing same side like a slider away or whatever. We did hit 2 batters, which was really bad.
Oh, here we go. Pedro Baez.
The human rain delay. He's sped up this year, though.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
The human rain delay? I don't know if you want to be called that.
Shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Leading off for the Mariners, the shortstop.
And here it comes.
Crawford.
And first offering is fouled off.
That's right where I was looking. I just was not ready for the speed. 4-seam tops out at 97, a changeup at 89, and a slider at 89. I guess we'll get something off speed here.
Next offering
No, not even a little bit. I did have the correct idea in looking down, but it was not off speed. Yep, and it wasn't off speed again. He went 3 straight fastballs, and I looked at 2 of them. That's terrible at bat.
Overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs, looking in the 0-2 count, just to bore it back.
Next to hit, Kyle Lewis. In the air, left field, McCormick.
Not enough on it.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of
the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
And first offering is fouled.
I am not ready for his speed. He is, I think, just throwing fastballs. Obviously, I gave him...
Fought off foul.
Missed a couple of his pitches here, or a couple of pitches throughout this at-bat, or game.
If you're going to make a mistake, you got to make it off the dish. If it leaks out over the plate with this kind of power, you'll be asking for a new baseball.
Down on strikes. And that's the 3rd out. Mariners are down in order. They're down. Casey Sadler into the game.
I don't even care.
Pitched in the last 3 days.
We're just gonna...
And it's Aledmus Diaz.
Casey Sadler.
Late swing, fouled off. And a pitch. This one in the air, right field. Haniger.
What the fuck?
This one sized up. Makes the grab.
How
down.
slow is your goddamn windup?
Now batting, the shortstop.
Shea Whitcomb will hit next. 1 for 3. First pitch just misses. Next offering is in for a strike. Righty to the plate. To the right side. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. So next up for Houston, Martin Maldonado. Rip to right, base hit. And that's going to kick into the corner.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job going the opposite way with it. Letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
2 outs. And fouled off. Maldonado off of first with 2 away. One out to right. Haniger should have this one. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So the Astros lead 1, but they still lead it 7-3.
So it looks like we're going to end up with a 3-game losing streak here as Blake Taylor comes into the game. We had a lead in this one, 3-2. We have been vulnerable to losing leads with such few runs. In support, and we have struggled against the Astros. I think we lead the series like 5-4 at this point. It'll even out at 5-5 through 10 games. Obviously, some of the calls not super thrilled with on the umpire. I really believe that it should have been strike 3 against Altuve to end that inning, negating a 2-run home run. Maybe instead I just goof up and it's a solo shot. I can work with that a little bit. I did a pretty good job in whatever inning we scored all 3 runs. It was the 3rd inning. Staying with what I wanted to do. And that's not going to be enough. Staying with, sticking with what I wanted to do. Contact swings. I used a couple of power swings here and there. To try and help get things going a little bit. Sliced a couple right down the outfield line, or the foul line, which was good. And I don't know, just couldn't get back into it. Came a little undone, got a little too aggressive, swinging the ball.
And that's in for a strike. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Phil Maton up and loosening in the pen. Now the 0-1. That's a strike.
Yeah.
One down, base is empty. And a foul.
That's a bad swing. Why was that the swing that I made?
Cut on and missed. Struck him out. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Jake Frater. And it's fouled away.
That's a missed pitch. Had a couple of those today.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Just 1 out away. Try to close it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty susceptible to a slider from the same-handed pitcher. For whatever reason, lately, I think since like the middle of May or whatever it's been, I have not been winning the opening games of series very frequently. We've been losing series pretty regularly lately as well. I don't know. I came undone with what I wanted to do from a batting perspective after the 4th or 5th inning, whatever it was, where I gave up that 2-run home run that I found to be absolute garbage. Just couldn't get back into any sort of flow. I've blown Robbie Ray's last couple of starts. He gave up 6 earned in this one, so that ERA is going to go up. We gave up 3 2-run home runs. Yeah, I don't have a lot of answers. I really don't. We're not seeing good pitchers. We're not taking advantage of bad pitchers, and we're making them look so fucking good. Lance McCullers Jr. had a 5.0 ERA. He was 2-7 or 2-5 or whatever the fuck. in this game, in this season, and I just couldn't do anything with it. Adam Frazier was 1 for 4 with a double, knocked in 2 runs. Ty France 1 for 3 with a run scored. Kyle Lewis and Mitch Haniger both 1 for 4 with a run scored. Dom T. Williams unfortunately loses his hit streak. Kyle Tucker 1 for 3 with a home run, knocked in 3 runs, scored twice. Romy Gonzalez was 4 for 5 with a couple of doubles, knocked in a run, scored a run. Alex Bregman 2 for 4 with a 2-run home run. Altuve, 2 for 4 with a double. And a ribby and a run. Robbie Ray with a loss. He pitched 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hit batters, and 6 earned on him. So they had 3 extra runners on at various points. I want to say all of them came around to score. So I really got punished for when I made mistakes. Threw a couple of sliders too far inside. I'd be getting away with it for the most part, but I think once it starts to flirt with like legend to legend plus, you really can't miss on the angle, the degrees. And a couple of them just carried a little too far inside. And unfortunately that cost me probably a couple of runs. Yeah, the batting hasn't been great. We had a really good inning and then fell apart kind of after that 5th inning when when we lost. Actually, we got the lead and gave up the lead in the same inning. But just came apart in that 4th, 5th, and 6th inning, fell too far behind for me to realistically make any genuine shot at it. And I would not be surprised if we were held hitless past the 5th inning. We were, I think, 5 hits, 3 runs through the 3rd. I think we got 1 more hit in this game. Pretty brutal. Kyle Tucker, I don't know if I mentioned it, he was the player of the game. McCullers Jr., he gets the win, which means I get the loss. 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 2 earned, given up. And that'll do it. Oh, that's right. We scored on a passed ball. That's right. Okay. I was wondering, why did they not show the other ribby? Oh, because it's not counted as an earned run because it was a pass ball. Okay. We are 2-3, surprisingly, in this month, and we are really struggling. We were looking pretty good for a while. I think we were 9 or 10 games above 500, but May was pretty brutal. You can see here back in April, a lot of wins, especially on that lower right-hand side. A couple of losses, 1-run losses to Houston and Kansas City, but a sweep of Texas, a series win against Kansas City, a sweep of Tampa Bay, a series win against Miami. But once we got into Houston, this time last month, things really started to come apart. Still struggling with under 4 runs scored. That's another one in the loss. You can see even this month we're actually 2-4. I said 2-3. We're 2-4. Our 2 wins are 12-4 and 7-1. Our 4 losses, we have scored a maximum of 3 runs, and we have scored 3 runs twice and 1 run twice. Not great. Not great. For the first time in a while, the Mariners find themselves in not first place of the American League West. We are in second place thanks to the loss to Houston. So we find ourselves a game behind. We're 4-6 in our last 10. Really struggling. It could be a rough series. We are now in the wild card hunt. We'll see Boston at home, Minnesota at home, a big long series against Los Angeles at home. Maybe we can get things back in order, but I don't know. Logan Gilbert is 4-6 with a 4.37 ERA. Framber Valdez is 5-3 with a 3.97 ERA as the Mariners and Astros continue the series tomorrow right here on youtube.com/JohnSourceRex. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's game, and we'll see if we can get back on the winning side tomorrow. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe, ring the bell for more. Good sports, go game, and go Mariners. I guess. I don't know. Whew. It's bad.